Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go through you guys in the S&P 500. Again, we have Powell speaking tomorrow at market open, and then the next day on Thursday, we have Powell speaking 30 minutes after market open. As you guys can see today, we got a gap up, and the question is, are we going to continue on with this strength? Is this the bottom? What exactly are we looking for on the larger time frames to continue on with this momentum? Now, before I jump into the daily chart with you guys, all I ask in return for all of this is you guys smash that like button and hit subscribe if you guys want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that I mention every single day throughout the week. For example, major breakouts like we mentioned today with CEAD from pre-market news at $1.28. Mentioned their spike at $1.38 out the gate, jumped up all the way up to $2.49 on the day, over 75% on that breakout. And then shortly after that, we mentioned CLVS was up 32% and then broke out all the way up to over 90% on the day, over 40% from that 32% mark. So if you do want to see all of these major breakouts that we mentioned every single day in the Instables room, go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the S&P 500, again, we have been tracking our upper end and the lower end of our channel here. And as you guys can see, we did drop down slightly below it. We have been tracking the upper end and the lower end of our Bollinger Bands here. And as you guys can see, again, this is decompression to the downside. We did drop into the lower end of our deviation, showing us that we could continue on lower. And as you guys can see, we have a slight gap up today, getting that rejection against the lower end of our deviation as we are leading into Powell tomorrow. So again, giving us a slight bullish move. And also we were looking on our MACD for that possible white shaded line to give us that decrease in sell pressure to the downside, and today we did get that decrease in sell pressure, looking to see if we can reverse in momentum. We want to see if we can get our email lines to cross back above here to continue on with that momentum. Again, Powell will be speaking tomorrow, but Powell will also be speaking 30 minutes after market open on Thursday. So again, Powell will have to either go neutral tomorrow or go bullish. In my opinion, that would be very bullish, either neutral or bullish, because if he doesn't mention anything on increases in balance sheet runoffs, if he mentions anything on possibly not expecting a recession, then we could get a major bounce back. We'll see exactly what happens. Again, like I said before, we got a 75-point base rate hike last Wednesday, and that could be a good enough argument for the Feds to possibly mention that they're ahead of inflation. What we need to see here is our Bollinger Band to start to curl up to show us that we are confirming to be looking for a possible bottom here. In my opinion, with Powell coming in tomorrow and the next day, we are very much just slightly curling, looking to see if we can continue to curl up or possibly continue to curl down here. So we'll see exactly what Powell has to say if we do start to curl up and look for a bottom, and to see if we can get our 20-day moving average that has been holding below our 50, showing us that we could continue on lower, needs to cross back over our 50, so that way we do get that stronger momentum to the upside. And again, once again, looking at our dollar here, as you guys can see, we have bearish divergence showing us that decrease in momentum to the downside. That's why we mentioned yesterday that we could get a bounce and that we could be within a bottoming process, because we are getting higher highs here on the dollar as we are getting lower highs here on our relative strength, showing us that we are creating bearish divergence. Again, that is divergence on our relative strength to the upside, showing us that we are cooling down. And as you guys can see, we did have that pullback today, and now we are looking to see if we are going to continue on below this major reaction we had to the downside to see if we are going to continue on lower. And then from here, we would be looking to see if we can continue on below the median of our RSI, showing us that confirmation on a possible continuation on lower in the dollar, which would give us more confirmation on the S&P to continue on higher. Now, again, with that said, if you guys are day traders or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts that we mentioned every single day throughout the week, we mentioned pre-market news before market open, 2.5 hours before market open every single day. Go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you instables that come over every single day and support the channel, much love to every one of you guys. Very nice breakouts today that we had on this green candle. Very much looking to see exactly what Powell has to say tomorrow and what he has to mention on Thursday on that continuation, hopefully on his narrative, and hopefully a dovish one. And if not, then we will have more discounts in the market, and we will still have our intraday plays, just taking what the market gives us as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.